Hey Radical fans, today's Radical Rundown is an interesting topic for us because we're basically the only company that does it. We print a drill sheet that shows you after drilling numbers. And I get a lot of people that don't understand and they'll say, well, why does that matter? Well, if you don't know what you're going to get dynamically out of that ball before you drill it, how do you know what the impact of the holes are that you put in the ball? You know, we print a sheet that tells you 4 or 5 different drill patterns, what the effect is on the total differential, the intermediate differential, if it's an asymmetrical ball, the RG change. All of this is impacted by the holes in the ball. And what we want you to look at is, did you increase or decrease the flare potential? If you take another company's ball and drill it, do you know whether that number went up or down and how much did it go up? On our drill sheets, we have maybe 5 drill patterns, and it'll tell you what the total differential was. If the ball started out with an 0.45 diff, and you have a drill pattern we give you that makes that diff go to 0.55 or 0.60, okay, that is a big difference in performance. The ball flares in a different spot, it reads the lane differently, it back ends differently. Same thing with the intermediate diff. If the ball starts out with an 0.15 intermediate diff, the zigzag is an example. That ball has a 0.15 intermediate diff. We have a drill pattern that blows that up to 0.30. So if you want a ball that has a stronger intermediate diff, which affects the hook window, the length of the hook window, then you want to drill a ball with a greater intermediate diff that has a greater intermediate diff after drilling. Same thing goes with total diff. You know, we can change the total diff dramatically, get the ball to read a different part of the lane. A higher total diff will read sooner when it sees friction. It'll also shorten the window, the hook window. So you have to be careful of that. So selecting that is number one. Number two is, if you have a ball, a Radical ball that you drilled 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you want to duplicate that ball motion, you can go back and look at that drill sheet and see what the after drilling numbers were. Go to a new ball, look at the drill sheet, and get the same after drilling numbers, which may be a different drill pattern, and then you'll be able to replicate ball motion. So how important is after drilling numbers? Very important. I challenge you to call up another company and ask them what their after drilling numbers is on a bowling ball, see what they tell you. Radical, we give you that information. That's today's Radical Rundown. Subscribe to the channel and put those comments below.